Hey, how you doing? It's Martin from the Dinosaur Experience. It's Thursday again, so it's time for the Dinosaur Experience for Kids live broadcast, and here we are. It's good to see you guys. We're back again after our week away, and today we've got a really busy show for you. We've got a real packed show. It may not be as polished as normal because we've had a really busy day. Had some minor problems. We had a car or truck breakdown. Been trying to get it replaced, which we failed miserably at. So we've had not a lot of time to prepare this week. But it's still going to be a good show for you. Got lots of things going on. So we are live, which means that you can actually talk to us. So if you wanted to type in the message box there, it will come up on my screen. I'll be able to see it and answer any questions that you may have. Also, if you wanted to shout out, we always do our shout outs at the end of the show. So if you want to add your name there and your age, you can type it in there and we'll be able to see that, and then we'll give you a shout out at the end. So we're live, as I said, we're live to our Facebook page, The Dinosaur Experience. We're live to our Facebook group, The Dinosaur Experience for Kids. My own personal Facebook page. We're live on Twitter. We're live on LinkedIn. We're live on YouTube. And this week we should be live on DLive and also on Twitch, which are brand new to us. Not done those before. Actually, I'm not even sure they're working at the moment because I was just looking. I don't think they're going out. So we'll be working on that. But if you're watching us, you're very welcome. Thank you for joining us. All right, so let's have a quick look about what we're going to be doing today. Some of the stuff we've got. We're going to start with the riddle, of course. We always do riddle of the day to get the grey matter going, to get us thinking. And again, if you think you know the answer, type it in the comments there and we'll see who can be first to get the answer. Then we're going to look at the birthdays from last weekend. We're going to do some birthday shout outs. And then we're going to look at our dinosaur of the day. And this week it's the Therizinosaurus. The Therizinosaurus, really exciting dinosaur. And we'll learn about that one in a second. Then we're going to have a look at some school visits. Did a school visit last week. We're going to show you a video about that. Talk about some public appearances we've got coming up. We've got some real fun stuff coming up in the summer. So if you wanted to come and see us, the Dinosaur Experience, we're going to have Nash and Rexy and Brutus and probably Susie and all the dinosaurs are going to be there. We're going to let you know some of the public appearances we're going to be doing over the summer break, over June and July. And we'll cover that later. Then we're going to have a look at some social media where you can find us if you want to talk to us. And at the end there, we'll do the shout out. So if you are watching live and you want a shout out, type in the comments now and we'll get to that at the end. Okay, so make sure you put the details in there, your name and your age and that sort of thing. All right, as we mentioned, Riddle. Let's see if anybody can get this week's Riddle, or who can be first. So here it is. Can you name 3 consecutive days without using Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday? Can you name 3 consecutive days without Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday? Have a think about that. See if you can do that. I want to know if you can name 3 consecutive days without using the ones we mentioned. We'll see if anybody gets that. All right, guys, birthdays, always a great thing. These were the birthdays we went to this weekend. So the first one here you can see is Juan. Juan we went to see in Vacherie. He was celebrating his 6th birthday. And we had an amazing time there with Juan. He was telling us all how he likes dinosaurs, but not the big ones. That's what he was telling us. Although we had him, and he really loved Nash and Rexy. We had a great time there. The next one we went to was Ethan's birthday. Ethan was celebrating his 5th birthday down there in Prairieville. Now, here's the story with Ethan. We were actually booked for his birthday 2 years ago. And what happened was COVID hit. And, of course, everything shut down and nobody was doing birthdays. Everything got postponed. So poor old Ethan, we were supposed to come to his 3rd birthday. And we couldn't make it. Or not that we couldn't make it. It's just that we decided, and Mum decided, that we should put it off. And then a whole year later, COVID was still going on, and Mum wasn't still sure what to do, so they put it off again. And finally this year, we actually got to meet Ethan for his 5th birthday and bring our dinosaurs and help him to celebrate. The next birthday was on Sunday. That was Ramsey's birthday. Ramsey was 3 years old, and we came and saw him in Denham Springs. We had a fantastic birthday with him. Really enjoyed meeting you there, Ramsey. And the final one for the weekend was Phoenix. Phoenix was 3 years old, and we travelled to Laplace to meet Phoenix. And we had an amazing time there with all his friends and his relatives. And it was really good meeting you there, Phoenix. And I hope you enjoyed meeting our dinosaurs as much as we did in meeting you. So that was really exciting. And if you wanted to get in touch with us about anything, any birthdays or anything projects you've got going on, you can always find us on our website, thedinosaurexperience.com. So you can find us there. All right, so we're going to look at our dinosaur of the day. And today's dinosaur is this guy. Okay, it's the Therizinosaurus. The Therizinosaurus. Now, the reason I'm looking at this dinosaur is going to get some pretty big press coming up in the near future. He's going to be one of the new dinosaurs that's introduced in the new Jurassic World Dominion movie. We haven't really seen a great deal about him. The only thing we've seen is like a small clip of him walking and his feet and possibly his claws. But we think he's going to be quite a major character in the new movie. So I thought we'd take a look at this guy and see what we actually know about him. So let's have a little look. So he was discovered in 1948. The fossil was discovered in 1948 by a Russian team of paleontologists. Now, unfortunately, they mistook him for being a giant turtle. So let me explain. What actually happens is people discover fossils out in the field, and they know that the main thing they've got to do is get it wrapped in plaster and get it back so it can be protected. So that's what they did. They had a quick look at this guy, they wrapped it in plaster and put it away until somebody could actually take the time to actually start looking at the fossil and working out exactly what it was. Now, unfortunately, they believed that it was a giant turtle. And it actually sat untouched for 25 years. So 25 years later, somebody looked at this fossil in the museum, started working on it, and they realised that it wasn't a giant turtle. And they discovered that it was this guy, the Therizinosaurus. So let's have a look at him now. So if you look at him quite closely, he looks very similar to the Dinosaurus, if you remember, or the Dinosaurus, as some people call it. We looked at him a couple of weeks ago. And if you look, he's got a long neck and the arms and the long claws. Now, here's the thing about the Therizinosaurus. Those claws we're going to cover in detail in a second, but that's the main difference between the Therizinosaurus and the Dinosaurus, the length of those claws. And they lived about the same time. Now, it's quite possible that Therizinosaurus actually had feathers, although currently there is no evidence to prove that, but it's believed highly likely that he did have feathers of some kind. And it's also believed that he was a herbivore. Now, I mentioned the claws earlier, so let's have a little look at these claws on the Therizinosaurus. Now, these are giant claws. This guy is basically the Edward Scissorhands of dinosaurs. He's the Wolverine of dinosaurs. He's got these huge claws at his end of his hands, and we believe they measured up to 1.5 meters long. Just the claws. The claws were 1.5 meters long. That's longer than any other animal ever known, even any alive today and any in the past. So this guy's claws were absolutely huge. And that leaves a question for us. If he's got these great big claws, what was he using them for? Well, we've already said that he's a herbivore, so he probably didn't use them to attack something, to kill something. Now, it's possible and quite likely that if it was attacked, he would use them as defense, and they would be quite, vicious things to swing around. But being a herbivore, he didn't really have much use of them to be an attacking thing. Now, let's think about this. Remember, again, like we said last week, when we spoke to Benjamin Berger, the paleontologist, he was telling us one of the things that they do, paleontologists, is they study current animals and the way that current animals live to try and give us clues of what dinosaurs might have done. So I was looking and I found this guy here. Okay, this is the giant sloth, and he still lives today. But you can see he's got really, really long claws. Now, it's nothing like the Therizinosaurus, but he's got long claws in comparison to his body and his hands. And this guy uses the claws to reach out and grab branches and fruit and leaves and pull them towards him. So it's quite likely, in fact, highly possible, that the Therizinosaurus, he used those long claws to grab leaves and trees and bushes and pull them down to him so that he could feed from them. So let's have a look at the actual size. Now, you can see from this image here, he's actually pretty big. You've got the grayed out human there compared to the Therizinosaurus. He's actually pretty big. And then you look at his claws, now you're starting to understand the size of these claws, how big these claws really were in real life. So we believed he was about 10 meters long, and he stood about 7 meters tall. He weighed about 5 tons. He lived in the late Cretaceous period, around about 70 million years ago. So you can see it's really, really big dinosaur. In fact, if we look at this image here, you've got a skeleton, a fossil skeleton next to a door. So that will give you some kind of idea of the size of what the Therizinosaurus grew to and the size of those huge long claws that he used. So that's what we've got in a Therizinosaurus. I hope that was interesting to you. I know it was interesting for me. I enjoyed learning all about it. And it was a really interesting dinosaur. And the thing about him is so similar to the Dinosaurus. They've both got those big, long claws, although the Therizinosaurus's claws were the longest ever discovered. And I'll be looking forward to seeing him in the next movie, the Jurassic World Dominion movie that comes out in the summer. All right, so I mentioned last week, we're going to move on now, that we went to a school last week, and we actually went to visit the Parkview Baptist School. Had a fantastic time meeting all the classes there, and we had a few surprises for some of the kids. And here's a short video to let you see what actually happened and some of the fun that we had. All right, so there we have it. And you can see the fun that we had there with the school. And we've got some more school visits coming up, and we can't wait to come and meet all you guys. All right, so talking about meeting you guys, we've got some public events coming up I want to tell you about. So if you did want to come and meet our dinosaurs, come and meet myself. Here's the first one, I should say. This is on April the 9th. So not this weekend, next weekend. And it's the Loose Caboose Festival in Newton, Mississippi. Okay, so it's not Louisiana, it's in Mississippi, just down the road there. And we are going to be there all day. We're going to be in the kids zone. So if you are going to be there, if you wanted to come, make sure you find out where the kids zone is. I know some of you people had trouble finding us last year because it's not on the main stretch. We're a little bit, it's near the railway station. So look for the kids zone when you get there. We're doing live shows at 10:15, 11:15, 12:15, 1:15 and 2:15. That's weather dependent. Obviously, if it's pouring down with rain, we'll adjust those times, but they're the times we are scheduled to do shows. So do come and see us there at the Loose Caboose Festival in Mississippi in 2 weeks' time. Okay, so the summer now, I'm looking at the summer. These are the dates currently that are definitely booked for June, July, where you can come and see us public appearances. We've got a lot more going on with summer camps, and we're getting more and more summer camps contacting us every day. In fact, we got one, I think, yesterday from somewhere in Central. So we'll be getting back to them very soon. But you can see here, we're going to be at St. Peter's Branch in New Iberia, the Northeast Branch Library in Natchitoches, the Riverbank Stage in Natchitoches, the main branch in Natchitoches, the Riverbank again, and then a meat library in Tangipahoa, Kentwood Library, Ponchatoula Library, Laranja Library, Hammond Library, had a great time there last year, coming back again, Independence Library, and then the Minden main branch in Webster. Now, if you want to, you can pause this later on and get all those dates, or we have actually got them published on our Facebook page and our Facebook group. We'll probably pin those to the top when we get towards the summer in June and July. We'll pin it up there. There are more dates to add, and as the public events come through, we will add those. We don't put the summer camps on here because we don't want people turning up to the summer camps if you're not part of those camps, unless they are open to the public, and those ones will get added. So again, there's some places you can come and see the dinosaur experience, and we would love to see you there. Come and say hello. Come and support us. I will say we've got something really big coming up as well. If you are in Louisiana, around the Hammond area, keep your eyes peeled. We've got a very special announcement coming up pretty soon. I am so excited about this. It's really pushing the boat out for us, something brand new for us. I can't wait for it. But that's going to be, I think it's August, but I'll let you know more as it becomes more, we can release the details, I should say. So keep your eye on our website and on here, and we'll put the details out about that. Talking about where to find us, these are some of the places that you can find details about us. So our Facebook page is The Dinosaur Experience. Then we have our Facebook group. Our Facebook group, The Dinosaur Experience for Kids. That's where you can join and you can put your pictures up and any questions and what have you, and we'll come straight back to you. Then we've got our Instagram, The Dinosaur Experience, or _dinosaur_experience. We've got Twitter, where I'm Ranger Martin. Our YouTube page, please do go and join our YouTube page. We're about 70-something members, 76 members. We'd like to see that come up. Every video we make goes onto our YouTube page. So all of these videos that you've been watching, plus any school visits, any library visits, any short films, any TikToks, that sort of thing, they all go on our YouTube. So go and join us and follow us there. And then, of course, there is our TikTok as well, _dinosaur_experience. I also want to mention this, the Dinosaur Experience podcast. Thank you so much for you guys. Such massive support coming to this podcast. It's a bit of effort for me. We've just put out another one, the Pteranodon, put it out this week. And already we're, in the hundreds of people who've listened to that. So I'm so happy that you guys are supporting us. You can find the Dinosaur Experience podcast on iTunes, on Spotify, on Google Podcasts, and any other major players. If you go to your Siri, if you go to your Alexa and ask them to find the Dinosaur Experience podcast, it will find it for him. And then just subscribe, and every time we upload one, there'll be a new episode there. And that's somewhere else you can learn about dinosaurs, perhaps on your way to school in the mornings, that sort of thing. All right, so I'm back again. Hello, you can see me again. Back to the riddle now. Nobody's got it. Nobody's got the riddle. Let me tell you the answer. So the question was, can you name 3 consecutive days without Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday? Well, the answer is yesterday, today, and tomorrow. All right, they're the 3 consecutive days without using those. Did the fact that Thursday wasn't in there, did that throw you a little bit? I thought it might do. I thought people would try and work out how to use Thursday. But the answer is yesterday, today, and tomorrow. 3 consecutive days without using Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. All right. So we're coming to the end now. As I said, it's a bit of a shorter show this week, but that's because I didn't have all the time that I needed because we were messing around with this truck. But I've got some shout outs. I want to say hello. There's some real dino fans here that I know you're waiting. So I want to shout out to Wesley Bowden, who's 1.5 years old. So hey Wesley, hope you like dinosaurs. It's Ranger Martin saying hello. Dustin Goodry, Jr., who is 2 years old. Hey Dustin, hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you learned something about dinosaurs. We've got Elizabeth Hensgens, who's 6 years old. Hello Elizabeth, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like your shout out and and it's really good to see you. Brantley Goodry, who's 9. Hey Brantley, I hope you learned something there about the Therizinosaurus. And then we've got Bentley Goodry, who is also 9. So thank you for you guys. Thank you for watching. I've also got a shout out to Guy who is 5 from the UK, watches us every week, never misses a show. One of our best rangers, I'm sure. Hey Guy, really good to see you. And I've got a request for you guys. I want to see something about you and your dinosaurs. Have you got a toy or maybe a fossil, or you want to tell us something about dinosaurs? Go to the Dinosaur Experience for Kids Facebook group, and I want to see some pictures from you guys. Maybe a drawing, or maybe a photograph, or maybe your toys. Get Mum to put a picture up there, because I'll be fascinated to see that, and perhaps maybe we'll show that on the next show. Final shout out I want to do is for the Meet Christian Academy School in Dedham Springs. Coming to see you guys tomorrow. Bring in the dinosaurs. Really excited. And the dinosaurs can't wait to meet you guys there at the Meet Christian Academy School in Dedham Springs. Really excited. Nash, Rexy and Brutus all busting. Can't wait to come and see you. And we'll be seeing you guys starting tomorrow, going through to about midday, I believe. All right, guys, that's everything I've got time for. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm not sure if there's anyone on there from Twitch or LG Live. I'm going to go and check that actually went out. I don't think it did, I'll be honest. But I know we went to Facebook. We went to YouTube. We're on Instagram. Not Instagram, sorry. We're on LinkedIn and Twitter. So we'll perhaps work harder and try and get it to work for next week. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate you watching. And until next week, we'll say goodbye, and we'll catch you next week. Be good. Bye-bye.